I never thought I'd be that man, the one who walks out on his wife and young child. But here I am, sitting in an empty apartment, staring at the divorce papers on the table. The world will judge me. I know that. My own family thinks I'm a monster. How could you leave your wife after she gave birth to your child? They ask. And honestly, I understand why they think that. But they don't know the full story. It all started after my son, Lucas, was born. My wife, Anna, changed completely. I expected things to be tough. Pregnancy had been brutal on her. The delivery was complicated, and she struggled in the ICU for 2 weeks. But I was ready. I took over everything. Every day after work, I'd rush home, barely taking a moment to breathe before scooping up Lucas. I'd change him, feed him, bathe him. Anna needed rest, so I made sure she had time for herself. I encouraged her to go to yoga, to meet her friends, to do anything that made her happy. Meanwhile, I lost myself in the routine work, home, baby, repeat. For over a year, I didn't go out. I didn't see my friends. I stopped drinking. I stopped existing outside of being a father and husband. I never once complained about the mess, the takeout dinners, or the fact that intimacy had disappeared completely. I just kept going. But Anna? She always seemed distant, cold. When it came to taking care of Lucas, she acted like it was a chore. She had energy for gym classes, for late-night drinks with her friends. But when I asked her to take the baby outside for fresh air, she was too exhausted. Then came the punishments. Any small mistake, forgetting to put a bottle in the dishwasher, missing a text, not reading her mind meant she'd withdraw even further. Intimacy became a weapon, a tool for manipulation. And still, I stayed. I told myself she was struggling, that this was temporary, that love meant sacrifice. But then, I discovered the truth. One night, after another argument where she told me I wasn't doing enough, she went to bed early. I stayed up, exhausted, scrolling through my phone when a notification popped up on her laptop, an email from a name I didn't recognize. The subject line? I miss you. I knew I shouldn't have looked, but something in my gut told me to. What I found shattered everything. Anna had been cheating on me for over a year. While I was home, breaking my back to take care of her and Lucas, she was meeting someone else. I read the emails in disbelief, long, passionate messages about how unhappy she was, about how I was just a means to an end. The worst part? The man she was writing to was someone from her past, someone she had never let go of. I wanted to scream, to wake her up and demand answers. Instead, I sat there reading every word, feeling the life drain out of me. And then I found something worse. In one email, she mentioned something that made my heart stop. He doesn't even question that Lucas isn't his. I read that line over and over, hoping I was hallucinating. Lucas wasn't mine? I felt sick. The room spun. I wanted to run to his crib, to look at him, to somehow see the truth in his little face. But deep down, I already knew. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I confronted Anna. She didn't even deny it. She just stared at me, arms crossed, and said, "And what are you going to do about it?" She was right about one thing. I wasn't going to yell. I wasn't going to beg. I wasn't going to make a scene. I walked away. I packed a bag, signed the papers, and left. She tried to make me stay, not because she wanted me, but because she wanted control. She told me I was a coward, that I was abandoning a child who saw me as his father. And you know what? That part hurt the most. Because despite everything, I love Lucas. He didn't ask for any of this, and I will still support him, no matter what. But I refuse to be trapped in a lie any longer, So, here I am, starting over. Maybe one day, the world will understand. Maybe they won't.
I will be very grateful if you subscribe to our channel.